This video is sponsored by jervissystems.
Sleek, enhanced, envious. These are words that I do not usually associate with garage door opener motors. But LiftMaster is convinced that their next generation of motors will make your garage the envy of any neighborhood. And it so happens that I have their latest flagship model, the 87504-267. So in this video, we're going to do an unboxing and give you some first impressions. Let's party. So LiftMaster has not sponsored this video. In fact, they didn't even send me this motor. This happens to be a demo unit that was provided to me. So for transparency, I wanted to make sure that you party people know that the good folks over at Multi-Cells Incorporated in Southern California provided me this motor. I got to get back to them. But again, it only seemed fitting to give them a shout out in this video for their help in making it possible. Okay, so let's get into the box, and that's not going to be very hard because, like I said, they gave me this demo unit. And it was already open like this. We're just gonna, there's a way to do this safely. All right, there we are. Okay, so what do we got in the box? Our manuals, for sure. We see our hardware there. Some belt wire, doesn't seem like it's any longer. Of course, our harness for the header mount. Our multifunction wall button. This happens to be the same model, the 880LMW. You can probably see that right there. Okay, we got two remotes. Two remote transmitters, and our nubbies! Yay, nubbies! This sticker right here is basically going to be the green sensor, so that's important to know. I'm gonna keep all this inside. Stick that back there. LiftMaster is using a lot of cardboard. Go ahead and take off the plastic. Okay, and here we have 87504-267. I'm just gonna start calling it the 87504, so that way, because the 267 is basically the model that has the two remotes and the wireless keypad, so it's just important for you to know that. Okay, so here we go. See, there's just a lot of cardboard in here. I'm not sure why LiftMaster is going that route. This is very similar to what you're gonna get out of their Chamberlain line. Well, we need to make sure this is safely removed. That over to the side. Please don't fall. More cardboard. Okay, we have our battery backup, a wireless keypad, of course our J-arm. This will usually come in this box, and you get the other piece on the one-piece rail assembly, which you can utilize on this motor. And of course our power cord. Oh, LiftMaster, thank you so much for providing us the proper nubbies sensor bracket. So this is what we get in the box. Haha, here's our motor. So this right here is going to be our HD camera. This is going to be our belt cap, so super important to keep. This motor comes with a metal build. This happens to be a metal housing, but there is polycarbonate pieces. That is these pieces right here that you might see. If you can see that right there. In addition to that, this other side over here is where we're going to put our battery backup. Slide's a little bit different. I'm not too crazy about how they went with this configuration. And one of the things I didn't care about was basically this opening space right here. Much like the Chamberlain product, the B6753T, it allows for certain circumstances, like I think birds would probably put nests in here. I've seen a ton of things. I've seen so many bird nests on top of motors and different compartments to the motor, even seen some rat nests. But being that this particular motor has these little places right here, these little spots, well, yeah, that's definitely going to be a challenge. Now, here we have our 360-degree LED lighting. And so this is actually really nice because, again, unlike the Chamberlain product, which by the way has a front to back orientation, so if you install the motor, it would actually install like this. But as you can tell, the LiftMaster motor, this 87504, has a side to side orientation, so the rail assembly would go like this. So that would be one difference for sure. These LED lights are going to provide a 360-degree array of lighting to your garage, but they're 2,000 lumens, not the traditional 3,000 lumens that you would get out of the WLED motor or even the Chamberlain motor, this 6765 if I'm not mistaken. And to give you an example of how that looks, let's go ahead and just power it on like so. Wow, there's our light. Let's go ahead and turn off our key lights. Why not, huh? There we go. What do you think? So clearly, this true 360-degree array of lighting is much more proficient, stronger, than the Chamberlain product. Again, the Chamberlain's only going to have it front and back. Here you have it all the way around for the LiftMaster, and quite frankly, I like this a lot. I really appreciate how it illuminates my dark garage. And it's going to be one of those nice features that if you don't have a lot of lighting in your garage, well, this will be a perfect solution for that. Now again, here we have our HD camera. This is a 140-degree field of view. You're going to be able to capture your entire garage. So this is a really nice feature. Again, this camera does not come automated, but you should be able to maneuver it and rotate it, and it's built in. You're not able to take this off and place it anywhere else in your garage. It's simply inside there. So whether that's a benefit or not, because some people think that, well, I don't want to have my camera built in my garage door opener motor because if it goes kaput later in the future, well, then what do I do with my camera? That's gone too. Now I need a new camera. So again, it's just, you know, two different camps, two different mentalities, but quite frankly, that camera is a very nice feature, and I think a lot of folks will be into it basically because it's one and done. So what are some differences from the new, or that is next generation of LiftMaster garage door opener motors than last generation? Well, a couple of things actually. Aside from the obvious, which will basically be this HD camera, but they've had that already implemented in what was the LiftMaster 85503. The one thing that I will definitely say that's different, that I don't really care about in this new line of LiftMasters, is this basically one color configuration. This simple gunmetal or space gray, you could call it, this simple color that, I don't know, I'm just not 100% sure if this is the right way to go, because I enjoyed the red or that maroon colored look, that strong power color on the LiftMaster motors. At the end of the day, they're taking the approach of the Apple brand. Quite frankly, when I looked at this motor, I was like, this is the Apple iPhone or the MacBook or iPad Pro of the garage door industry. And I think in a lot of ways, this utilitarian, minimalistic look, it's a little boring. I mean, it's been done, it's gonna be redone, and it's not as, I guess you could say, pretty than what the older generation was. And the other difference, which is actually an omission, this particular motor will not have the ability to connect the automatic garage door lock, which is the LiftMaster 841LM. Now that's not a bad thing, because quite frankly, that automatic garage door lock had a lot of problems, and I feel that LiftMaster is about to discontinue that. I don't know what they're going to do for their 8500, their 8500W motor, that wall mount garage door opener motor, because that specific lock is made for that motor, but they decided to incorporate it on their older motors to have an automatic garage door lock. I think it just had too many problems. So there is no connector for an automatic door lock, the 841LM, to this particular product, which leads me to believe that they're either going to come out with something better or they're just going to get rid of it altogether. And you'll get the standard configuration of Wi-Fi technology, which in this time around, LiftMaster is saying that Lighting-myQ will set up a lot quicker. They're saying roughly under 5 minutes, and that's impressive because usually that process is something that deters dealer installers from actually installing or setting up for homeowners. So now being able to do that a lot quicker, it's going to be a really nice feature. It's also going to come with a real-time diagnostics. In other words, you're going to be able to configure your garage door opener motor to where it'll provide certain information to your dealer installer just in case you're having problems with your motor closing, opening, whether it be an array of issues. Now you'll be able to send a real-time diagnostics to your dealers or those contractors that install motors, and it's going to be an easier, quicker way to get your problem solved. You're also going to have Amazon Key, and that's one of the real big highlights of having the camera, because Amazon Key was designed for this camera. Goodness, I can't get that out. But Amazon Key was basically designed in conjunction with this camera because it allows homeowners to, instead of leaving their packages in front of their porch, now they're able to have their Amazon driver use a key to open up the garage safely, put in the packages, and then go ahead and close the garage with the security code. And again, you're able to monitor all of that with this HD camera. So whether that is something that appeals to you or you care about something like that, then this is going to be the way to go. Now, there is a downside that we're not talking about when it comes to these connected apps. In fact, that is, we have to utilize different apps to do different things. We need an app for our garage door motor, we need an app for our front door lock or our back door lock, and that can get a little daunting. So today's video sponsor is something that might interest you to streamline all of that.
JervisSystems is an access management app designed to connect with your smart locks and smart garage door openers, allowing you to manage keyless access to one or multiple properties. JervisSystems supports the top smart door locks and smart garage door opener manufacturers such as Master Lock, Yale, Schlage, August, Overhead Doors, the Genie Company, LiftMaster, and many more. So how does it work? Once the access devices are installed, simply create a Jervis system account and import the smart locks and smart garage door openers to control and manage access to the properties and provide secure keyless access to family members, friends, employees, and basically anyone you want to grant entry. So what are some of the benefits in going with Jervis systems? Well, you can secure your home, business, or rental properties with the top-of-the-line smart locks and smart garage door openers. Stop handing out physical keys or physical garage door opener remotes that can be easily lost or stolen. Combine and consolidate access devices onto one platform. No more switching between apps or using multiple logins. In addition to that, adding smart technology to your home can increase its value, and it can reduce your home insurance. So if the technology and benefits of using Jervis systems sounds like a party to you, well then use the promo code below to get 20% off your first subscription, and a huge thanks to Jervis Systems for being a sponsor of the channel.
So on LiftMaster's website, they have this really interesting statistic about whether it's time for you to upgrade your garage door opener motor. And it says, during the pandemic, almost 50% of homeowners transformed their garage into a gym, additional storage space, or home office. 78% of homeowners intend to make changes to their garage, while 75% plan to upgrade their technology. Now, if you read that, you might be thinking, wait a minute, is this smart marketing or pandemic profiteering? Honestly, LiftMaster is not the first one to do this. In fact, they're utilizing basically the current situation of the world to simply point out that a lot of people are now utilizing their home space for different needs, specifically the garage, than just keeping your vehicle inside. And quite frankly, I have seen a number of this when I service my customers. They're making their garages into home gyms. They're turning it into music studios. In fact, they're even turning it into YouTube studios. And this is an interesting statistic because, again, having the right tech for your garage can really make it easy for you to fulfill those needs or to reach those goals or to make whatever project you have necessary for your garage to use to make it happen, and make it happen in a very nice way. Now, whether this particular motor is the right motor to do that, well, that's going to be up to you, your circumstances, your needs, and of course your pockets. But again, what LiftMaster's doing here is simply pointing out that this reality, yeah, this is what's happening. People are utilizing their garage in different ways, in specific ways, and I think more creative ways. And having a garage door opener motor that's going to provide you a sense of security, it's going to provide you proper lighting, it's going to provide a lot of good features. Well, I think that's a very interesting point. Because again, this particular garage door opener motor does a lot of things right, but I have to ask myself, why? Why are they going this route, and does it really benefit the homeowner this way that LiftMaster has gone? And clearly, if you guys have a question about it, or if there's any type of opinion that you have about your old LiftMaster garage door opener motor, or you're thinking about changing to a new LiftMaster, or perhaps maybe going with a complete different brand and you don't want to go LiftMaster, please leave a comment or a question down below, because I'd love to be able to respond to it. And of course, the pro tips, techniques, and ideas in these videos should not be considered law or infallible. Why? Because I'm nobody, but at the same time, it's important for you to understand your specific garage door needs, to know your specific garage door configuration and how those needs work, obviously, with your lifestyle. So again, if you don't care to look for those things, or you don't care to know those things, then please reach out to a contractor, because that's what we're there for. That's going to be it for this one, party people. I want to thank you so much for watching this video and partying with me. Now, please check out this other video right here that can provide you more pro tips and tech reviews for your residential garage door needs. And as always, y'all stay safe.